Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, check.
Alert! Switch! Watch the eye!
Check 37, check
54 down, he's coming.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're
your description. The play-action pass could very well be open.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the slit, watch the slit. Check 3. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Bang. 6.
Lamar Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the whip.
59! 54!
From the gun, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. 20! And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Go. Go. Go.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stop your whining. Deuce. Mike 5-4.
Mike 31!
Here we go.
Mike 55! Down and go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Check. Walk 54.
At the 46-yard line.
I got SOS.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
This is it! 19! 54!
Hey, watch the slant.
And go!
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. Sheds off the tackle. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Hey, watch him. He's checking. Crash.
Down and go!
Watson with a give to Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, what's up? 19! 54! Mike, 54! You gonna see me in your...
Watson going to give this one to Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Let's go! What's that? 19!
First down. First and 10.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 47 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Really got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Miller. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Check. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 31. Alert 3.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Watson on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Check 13. Check 13. 55's my guy, 55. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 13. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
On first down, Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 15-yard line.
For the high. Ready. Silver. He's coming. We got double up. Check nine.
On second down now. It's Cook, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watch the twins.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too...
This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Check it out, Reed.
They'll run with Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tight right.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Check 50.
Again, it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Cousins now setting up the screen for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Carter. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double. He's coming.
To throw again. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Leave it, 48. Yellow.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
That's it. Big hit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 32 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 84 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 24. Check 24. He's mine. Henry. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. All day.
Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54. Mike 55. 54. Let's go. Watch twin.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
One last throw here for Watson. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You score the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
54 Mike. I'm coming after you. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Go.
A give running right. Drake.
Go.
Room here to run. A gain there of 21 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Murray now on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shelling through the defense. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Begin. Go.
Running, it's Drake. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
First down, Murray. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cassius Marsh able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. To throw is Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Ready, set. 43 is the mic. I got you. I got you.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Blue draw Corkins. 43's the mic.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 21-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there. Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. On first down, Drake. Look at the spin. Balance. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Man up, D. Undercrush. Watch the safety creep.
Murray now on first down. Able to shake him off. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On the double. Go. 54. Line 54. All day, baby, all day. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 5-4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it.
Come on. Kill.
They'll run. It's Drake. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Ready?
On first and 10, Tannehill. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill on the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Again, Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have been fooled.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. To the air again, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's get them home.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 9-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Murray flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Here we go. Set. It's our field. It's our 22. Jet cover. 22.
A final shot before half for Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over, first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check your hot read.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Murray, and it is incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the 31, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A first down carry for Henry. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the double. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Watch the run. Slam. Get.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah,
that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
You go tight. You got tight. You got it.
They'll run with Drake. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Tighten up. Tighten up. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 3rd and short, Drake. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on second down. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Murray with a third and long. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Third down.
Got it. 3's to Mike, boy. 43. Check, 43. 3 bud. Go.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Throwing is Murray on third down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Murray, one final try. Out to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
End zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could.